Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Tuesday afternoon, May 23rd. We are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and SPY. So interesting. We spoke about it earlier today in the video and in my trading room. We said the price probe, which we defended on Friday and Monday, we're gapping below it today. What happens today to it? Guess what? Never got to it. So no more buyers up there. In fact, we found sellers, and then we finally got going. Now, we had an inside day down that kept failing, right? A through F kept failing. But finally, G went, and even though we didn't go trend, we went trend twice that failed. The third time was the charm that we held in J period. So we do go out with a trend day down. Let's go to the other ones. We said NQ. This is what we talk about with emotional trading. I said it'll be healthy for NQ to come into balance. So what does NQ do? Not only do they come into balance, they have a triple distribution day down. Right? It's all or none with these short-term traders. The way they turn on a dime. So they're in a 4-day balance. Is it unhealthy? Of course not. They took back the trend day from last Thursday. Now we'll see if they hold this trend day. But for now, the daily's back in balance for them. Righty takes back yesterday's trend day in A period, only to go trend up in the late morning and then give it all back. So righty ends up with an afternoon rally high in J, and that's it. For us, we end with an afternoon rally high in J and a trend day down. I'm calling the daily down now on the ES and the SPY. Had a really good day, and it didn't really even start till G period. From A through F, I took one trade and was up 2 points. Now, did I miss a lot of trades up here? Like I said, because we failed at the price spike high? Most likely, absolutely. Right? I thought each time we kept coming up here, it looked like we might take out the day's high. We were holding the opening for a couple of time frames in C, D, and E. But again, I still could have shorted that a bunch of times and use either and probably add at the price probe high. That's what I was looking to do, by the way. If we had made that high, I was looking to short it up there. So maybe I'm more fade the extreme than fade the edge. But boy, oh boy, did fade the edge pay you today. Right? Think about it. B period just happened too quick. I couldn't get a short out there quick enough. But C, D, E, and F, fading A and B's high, paid very nicely. But I made up for it big time in the afternoon. I made 10 points on G period on a short when we started going. H period had a slow time frame, only made 1 point, believe it or not. But then in J, believe it or not, I made 12 points on a long because we couldn't hold singles, and I kept saying to the room at some point, just the way all these buyers gave it up, to give that up, I said, whoever's been shorting it here since we can't hold trend are going to give it up. I made 12 points on a long to pop the top. Now, what I should have done, because I told the room, watch for this, I innovated. I wasn't waiting for eyes high. I innovated my long. Because I said if we take out eyes high, don't be surprised if we just pop it and roll right over. Oh, my goodness, did we do that? Right? So I did get on a short, not right away, but I did get on a short and made 3 points. And then K period again on a short, made 4.5 points. So I racked up 32.5 points on the day. So very happy with the day. 51 points so far for the first 2 days of the week. Considering yesterday I didn't trade after B period, and today I didn't really start trading until G because the market didn't give us anything. Well, you know what? That's being patient. That's being the lion waiting in the grass. As far as destinations go, on the upside, in SPY, we have our single prints, 415.09 to 20, only 11 cents. And by the way, that is our 49th attempt at a trend day down, and it's the 16th time it's held. So that's 32.7% of trend days down have held. The gap failed lower. Only 4 out of 20 gaps have held this year to the downside, 20%. So the single prints I gave you, 416.25, J's afternoon rally high. Today's high of 418.13. For the downside, we have 413.68, And then we still have the single prints from May 17th. We got into it, didn't fill them. 413.67 to 412.90, 412.85 to 83. ES, downside, we have 53. Then the single prints, 52.75 to 49, 48.50 to 48 and a quarter singles, and then 25.75 is a poor daily low. For the upside, 67.75 to 68.50 are our small singles, 79 and a quarter is our afternoon rally high, and 98.50 is today's high. Now, let's just go to the charts and break down our three charts here. So the monthly, somebody asked me, is this a look above, did we fail above February's high? And that's a great question. I'm not sure yet, right? We took out February's high by about $2.50. We still have a lot riding on how this month ends. We still have 5 trading days left, 3 days this week, 2 next week. Do we have an outside month up? Do we have an outside month down? So I don't want to say we failed at February's high just yet. We're only $4 below it. So I don't want to say that. What I will say is we're still in balance. All we did so far is stretch a 7-month balance as far as the S&P is concerned. Okay? Now the weekly, I keep telling the room, is my important one. If we take out last week's low this week, a lot of things are going to start changing. Because somebody else asked, is this a look above and fail out of our balance? Right now, I'm going to say no. We're still up on the weekly, right? Even though we have an inside week after 2 days, nothing changes until we either have an inside week or we take out last week's low. What's to stop us from going and taking out last week's high? Nothing really. So right now, I'm going to say no to that also. What did change officially is the daily is now down. We went balance, bull, balance with the inside day, and down out of the balance. So we are now down. The 20-day moving average is 412.72. We stayed above it for now. So are we sucked into this in big balance yet? Again, I don't want to say that until last week's low gets taken out. If we take out last week's low, something definitely changed, and then you have much better odds of testing the balance of this, the lower end of the balance. If we don't take out last week's low and we balance inside of today and then we start climbing back up, again, I don't know if we're accepted back into this. So keep an open mind with all that. The monthly is balanced, the weekly is up, the daily is down. A lot's going to happen over these next 5 trading days. And don't forget, I didn't realize it until late in the day, somebody told me, Fed minutes are out tomorrow at 2 p.m. It shouldn't be a big deal, but it always seems to be. So just keep that in mind. Volume, 78 million. We're not going to even do average, so not great volume for a trend day down. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. I hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.